I recently watched this video on David Goggins, and he was talking about how it's not easy, for him to pick himself up and run and, go through what he does on a daily basis. We all know what he does. He probably runs until he can't until he passes out or something. But anyway, he was talking about how he would literally have his shoes in front of him and he would sit there contemplating 30 minutes what the heck is going on in his life before putting the shoes out and going on and running. And procrastination, I think almost every one of us do procrastinate at some point on something. And the best way that I have found to get rid of it is to use this method that I learned from this book called Eat the Frog. Eat the frog or eat this frog. And the method is basically, to put it shortly, you don't have to read the book. I mean, if you can and if you want to, I would recommend it. But for the most part, it is doing the hardest task first. I watched this video on Hamza yesterday, and I think he gave an excellent example, which I'm going to steal and use it right here. He said, imagine you're at a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, and you have an amazing 3-course meal awaiting for you. But in order to have that, you must also have a live frog. You must eat the live frog. Now, picture yourself and in that situation and think, what would you do? Would you rather eat the frog first and then go on to eat the meals, or eat the meals and then go on to the frog? Most people, I'm sure we know, would eat the meals and push the frog off later and eventually go to that. What would the smart person do? I'll tell you what I would do. I would eat the frog. Not that I ever want to eat a frog in my life, but if I had to, I would eat the frog and then move on to the delicious meals. This is basically what I'm talking about. Imagine, just picture your day, okay? You have let's say 3 major tasks for the day. 1, watching TV. The second one, going to the gym, and third one, working on your business. What would most people do when they wake up? You think most people wake up and they go to the gym or work? No. They sit and watch TV, eat some crappy breakfast, and then they head off to work. And do you think they're going to perform brightly and efficiently at work when that's the start they've had to the day? No. And this is how you're going to beat procrastination. You do the hardest task first. And I think I've always had this in me, even before I got this book, even before I even, got onto self-improvement. I used to always do these things over the last few years, I got into the habit of doing it and just kind of getting it out of the way. I remember, especially, I think when it was in school, when I had to do these homeworks, I would just, even if I didn't do it properly, I would just freaking do it and then, get it away and then go on to watch whatever the heck I want. But that's basically what I'm trying to say in this video. A lot of people, I notice even with the people around me, even my family members, they have things to do and they'll be there watching TV, they'll be there being sleepy and laying on the couch. I'm like, why don't you just, instead of talking about it, why don't you do it? Because the worst thing I've noticed when you procrastinate is, let's say you're watching TV, you got to go to the gym by 6 p.m. and now it's 6:30 p.m. and you haven't gone to the gym. You can't even watch TV peacefully because that's bugging you in your head, right? I'm sure you can relate to me on that. That is the worst part. There's been days when, I'll be sick and I know it's okay to take a day off the gym. It's not like, going every single day is going to give me amazing results as if I miss a day or something, but it would be at the back of my mind, man, I should be in the gym right now. I should be freaking doing my bicep curls or my leg press, and that is the worst part because that'll be constantly bugging you in your head. And you guys have to do the toughest task first. Don't wait until, a certain time to do it. When you have it scheduled, do it. The way I have, over the past few months, I would say 3-4 months programmed is I wake up, I eat something with protein, head off to the gym. That is the first thing I do. Head off to the gym. Yeah, I obviously brush my teeth and everything. Then I head off to the gym, come back, do my YouTube stuff, and it usually goes on like I would say freaking 4:30 p.m. And then I go to my cardio session, then come back. And towards the latter end of my day is usually when I'm a bit more relaxed. And this has worked for me tremendously. And this is what I'm preaching to you guys. Instead of, saving up your hardest work for the end of the day, do it earlier. Get it done earlier. Trust me, you will feel good about it and it's not going to be bugging you in your mind. So, when it comes to beating procrastination, one thing to know is, you're not going to be perfect every single day, even if you're a master at it. You're not going to be perfect every single day. And just get it done, honestly. There's no secret trick just to freaking, oh, if you eat bread, it'll put you in a mood to freaking do it. No. Just get it done.